So today we're gonna be transplanting our little plants into some bigger pots because they're getting a little too big, and if they're coming off the ground an inch or two, that means the roots probably twice as long underneath trying to break through, and we just want to give them enough space to prosper. But from our original video, these actually ended up coming out really good in the plastic jugs just to keep them protected through the last couple storms in our greenhouse.
These seemed to be a little more prosperous in this more clear gallon jug than the ones that were in the cloudy, although we do have some that were happy. There were a few that didn't develop yet, and part of that might be because we were using a mixture of seeds from 2 years back. Some of them we were just kind of experimenting to see what was gonna work. So some of the seeds were still viable, but maybe some of the other seeds weren't, because we did have one that did grow within the more cloudy container.
Do you guys use expired seeds or not? Let me know. I mean, they should stay good forever, right?
So you can see here we have some plants that are in a variety of stages since we planted the seeds. We've got a little one that might be a sprout, not sure yet. A couple of these smaller plants, and then these two more mature that are just about ready to transplant. We're going to go ahead and transplant them because there's not a lot of room for roots in the bottom of this container. The dirt's only about yay deep. If they were in those 6-packs that you see in the store, they'd have a little bit more room for their roots, so we could wait a slightly longer to transplant them. Also, just a reminder, these were lettuce containers that we just repurposed, and they kind of did the same greenhouse effect because of the plastic being clear. It's kind of fun to repurpose stuff, be all environmental and whatnot.
Save the planet, y'all. We got the zucchini in here going crazy. We got 7 big old sprouts coming up.
And I've noticed that zucchini tends to be the hardiest plant for us. What is this one?
It's the yellow squash.
Now this one surprised me because I've never planted this kind before. Spaghetti squash. You want to show the camera how well those are doing too?
Yes.
They're very happy in there. But when you do plant any of these squash plants, they take up a good 5-foot radius. So although we plant maybe 2 in a 5-foot radius, they generally produce a lot of good fruit squash. And then this was a large tomato. It's not quite ready to transplant, but that's a large tomato plant. We don't know what kind. We didn't write it down. It's bigger than a cherry.
A couple little sprouts coming up.
Which one do you want to start with?
Let's do the big boy.
Okay, so I took this 4-inch pot and a scoop of the soil. We've mixed this soil with a very small amount of organic fertilizer. I put the scoop of soil in here, and you can see I pressed it against the sides to kind of make a nesting place for the plant to go into. Makes it a little bit easier when you're transplanting if you have that done in advance. Ah, there goes my water. I don't know what I'm doing.
I see drinking dirt. It's good for the immune system. They should put you on a dirt supplement.
I'm on every other one, I think. Alright, so you're just gonna carefully take the trunk and you're gonna make kind of like a little, what is that with the castle, with the water around it? You're gonna dig a little moat. Make sure that you're not getting close enough to hit any roots. Then you're just gonna try and remove that without damaging the roots. That's looking great. Take your hand and go ahead and grab the whole thing, dirt and all, and then you can set it in there. It falls apart a little, that's okay. We want the roots to be as vertical as possible. Gently put in a little bit around each part of it. That's great.
Pack it down.
Not too much, just gentle.
Be nice to your plants, y'all.
Dirt very gently. Put it in here. Add extra dirt. That wasn't very gentle.
Gentle, mama. Why do all of them grow with the seeds attached? It's kind of trippy. You guys see that?
I think it's a little bit like a butterfly trying to break out of its chrysalis.
Yeah.
But it just kind of sticks to the edge of it right there.
It's the umbilical cord.
So we're going to need to get these labeled before we transplant any more other ones, or we'll get them all mixed up.
And then once these are big enough.
In the beginning of June, they get transplanted into that bed behind you.
Nice, we just built that second one. Some more space out here.
That one kind of looks like a dead body buried in the ground, but it's not.